Hello everyone, it is Noble again, back with another Space Engineers video here. So we're just back on my test world here, and today I'm going to be kind of showing how to use the remote control block here. So this little guy here, that's the big version, but whatever. We're going to be showing how to use this thing here and how this thing works. I'm going to be doing basically just the basics of it. I know there's a lot you can actually do with it. That it says here, it allows you to do the waypoints. I'm not sure how to do that. If you want to see how to do that, I would suggest going over to Splitzy. He does a great video on that as well. But I'm just going to show you my understanding of how it works and how you can use it to basically just build remote control fighters and welding and engineer ships. So a big part of it is that you're going to need some sort of ship to work off of. So in this case, I'm just going to be using the Jaguar. It's probably going to end up being our main test ship here. And it's important that before you start manning the remote control block, that you have this ship that you want actually hooked up to something. Because otherwise you have to manually connect it, which is a pain when you don't already have that on there. So you have to get another ship and just drag it onto it. It ends up being a massive pain. And then you're going to need some sort of control block, whether that is just like a cockpit, that's not what I wanted, or one of these other ones. Where is it? It is there. So you can use basically any of these, the bridge helm, control station, any of these will do. Yeah. Another important block is you're going to need an antenna of some sort. I'm just going to grab the basic one, just for reasons. There we go. Because otherwise it's not going to be able to communicate with the remote control block. And just in case, I'm going to go over to this antenna. I'm going to turn up its broadcast radius way up, just to try and make sure we can maintain that connection. And then to show how it's just generally working, I'm not just doing some black magic. I'm going to actually remove the cockpit. I'm going to just build disconnect stuff. No, we're good. I'm just going to build a platform inside of... Where did that go? Oh, that's where it went. I'm just going to build a platform inside of here. So of course that does mean we got rid of the oxygen part there, but we don't really need that, so we're fine. And then we will hop over to our remote control. There we go. So now we have that going. I'm going to hop into this station. We're going to go into we're just looking for this thing here. So once we're into here, you're going to see this section here. I believe we need the AI block in order for this to work. Okay, I'm learning stuff as I'm doing this as well. I'm gonna discuss this later and then I'll show how to do that later. But for the time being, I'm just gonna show how to do this. So we have all of this going. We're going to not do that because I don't know which camera's which for it. I'm just gonna do this because I don't know. Why not? We're gonna go into here. So now this is gonna let us mess around with this. So I need to... Is it this camera? Yes, it is. So then I can go back into... Nope, not there. G, perfect. Weapon blocks. I can put this onto here. And then I can just go... Boop. And there we go. So now I can fly around and control this ship without actually being in it. So we can see that I am right there. So now this is going to let you just be able to do this without actually being inside the ship. So this is good for when you're in like a capital ship and you just want to take out a fighter and go fight people, or use it for remote mining. You can use it for welding, grinding, basically any of that. can use with any ship. So you can have just like a main ship, like doesn't matter what ship it is, just pop this onto that, disconnect, and then use that to go into tighter spots. And you can also just build like really cheap ships and just have them fitted with remote controls and do it all that way, rather than wasting materials on a bunch of other stuff that you don't necessarily need on a ship. So if you do this, you have one main ship, get rid of all the oxygen supplies, hydrogen, you might instantly hydrogen, all of the main stuff you need for you to survive in space inside that ship. It makes just really cheap throwaway stuff. You just do this instead. So really simple to try and do. Can be a little finicky if you, especially if you forget to put the antenna there first. Then you're not going to be able to connect and communicate with the ship. Now, of course, these do have a max range, so I'm going to show that now. I'm just going to fly over here. Of course, I can still control every part of this ship. We're just gonna just go. We're at 1 kilometer. Come on. I know soon. I think I did really beef up the range, so this might have an insane range. And of course, while you're here, you can't change your camera mode. You're specifically just going off of the camera. Oh my god. Just going off of what the camera can see. I'm assuming it's going to be 5 kilometers where we're going to lose connection. Should be any second here, in theory. Hopefully, so we don't need this to be constantly going forever. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Nope, it's. Why is this still going? Okay, so I thought this thing had a really limited range, so that was a lie. This thing has insane range. If you remember to boost it up to, I don't even know how big that distance was. At this point, I might be able to get into space before I lose connection. But this is good then. It makes it even more usable. Like I said, it's hard to land these things. I'm not going to keep doing this. This is going to take forever. I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to show how the easiest way to land. Because, I only have one camera on this thing. So it's not like I'm able to really do much to facilitate landing. Because you only get this vision, you can't look around into where the connector is on this thing. So we're going to do that, especially since I have the custom turret on the bottom next to it, and difficult as well. I'll probably cut this. This is going to be long, so I'll probably cut it to where I add the antenna. Go back at base, my crappy thrusters that don't want to slow down fast. We're still moving. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna get nice and close. I'm gonna go F, V, so I can see it. Don't do that. Stop it. Boop, boop, boop. Over, down, down, down. And you go a little bit forwards. And like that. And whim bam boom, it's landed. I'm gonna take a second here, see if I can't figure out how to do the AI stuff. So just bear with me. But yeah, that's just how I land these things, because it's easier to do it from the seat than to do it from the camera. Even if you have a camera under there, it still makes it difficult. But yeah, just give me a second here. If I am unlocked, will it? Oh, it's rotating. Oh, baby, it's moving. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we thinking? Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god, it's doing nothing. It's trying to do something. Okay, so clearly I have no idea how to use the AI box. I've at least shown how to use the remote control. I'll have to play around with these and I'll see if I can't get it up to where it can do its own thing. But like once again, if you want to figure out a better idea of how the AI box works, clearly I can't show you. I would definitely suggest checking out Splitzy. He'll be able to show you, I think, what's causing issues this way here, but whatever. If it was at all helpful, I would appreciate any feedback or anything like that. Just feel free to leave a comment, and yeah, have a good day.